Hello everybody, how are we doing today? I am here to talk today about forgiveness and the importance of it, not just forgiving other people, but also forgiving yourself and what it can do for your mental health and for theirs. So what is forgiveness? It is a conscious decision to release feelings of resentment or anger towards someone who has harmed you emotionally or physically, allowing you to move forward in your own life. They say people avoid you when they know they have wronged you, and that is very, very true. That means that they haven't forgiven themselves either, not just you. They haven't forgiven themselves in the situation or the part that they played in that situation either. And in turn, that leads them to anger, lower self-esteem, and hate towards themselves. So forgiveness is very, very important for yourself and for the others that were involved. So forgiving yourself is important because it improves mental and emotional well-being. It enables personal growth and strengthens relationships with others by releasing guilt or shame. You can reduce stress, gain a sense of peace. Rest in peace? Why just rest in peace? Why not live in peace as well? Forgive yourself and forgive others and see how that works. See it helping you. And it can help build resilience, which allows you to learn from your mistakes and move forward in more authentic and fulfilling ways. It can reduce negative emotions, increases positive traits, promotes healing, it fosters learning, increases self-trust, offers liberation. It frees you from the self-imposed prison of guilt and shame, allowing you to live more authentically and be driven by values rather than fear. Cultivates empathy and mends broken bonds. Now, why should we forgive others? We should forgive others for our own well-being. So see, you can still be selfish and forgive others. Do it for yourself. Do it for your well-being. As it promotes healing and emotional health by releasing anger and resentment. Forgiveness is also beneficial for relationships as it can restore trust and create deeper connections. Ultimately, forgiving others allow you to move forward, regain personal control, and experience more peace, fulfillment in your life. You know, I see these posts and memes on Facebook all the time, like, you know, I see older couples, wonder how many times they had to forgive each other for their relationship to actually grow and work and continue to move forward to the point where they did grow old together, like a lot of us dream about. Finding our soulmate that we can grow old together and be best friends with, have our arguments with, you know, and still be there for each other. Steps to forgiveness include acknowledging your feelings. So again, you always have to acknowledge, you have to admit it, you have to accept it. Understanding the offense from a new perspective, and making a conscious choice to let go of resentment. The process often involves managing your emotional response, reframing your expectations, and finding ways to move forward, such as finding meaning in experience or setting new goals. Those of you that preach to each other about, oh, you need to let things go, or oh, you need to move forward with this, how can we? When, you know, you guys want forgiveness for different things that happen in your life, well, so do we. And we can't very well move forward if people don't choose to forgive each other, you know. So again, it goes the whole along the lines of practicing what you preach type thing, right? So forgiveness is a personal journey. It is for your own peace, not necessarily to condone the offense or reconcile with the person. Granted, it still helps to forgive the person in person. It's also being mature. Again, it helps you build confidence in yourself, gain your power back in yourself, helps you trust yourself even more, helps you release the anger and resentment and the shame, the embarrassment, all of that, all the negative stuff. So yeah, it will help you feel more powerful and more confident in yourself. So basically just, forgiving others and forgiving yourself can help everybody out, everybody. And then you end up being unselfish without even realizing it. And it helps you feel good about yourself. Trust me, it really does. Now, granted, I have always been, I've had the experiences where I've always been taken advantage of, been taken for granted, been taken the wrong way because, I've always been taught to be the bigger person. Well, I've also realized that being the bigger person, being the nicer person tends to get you walked on, get you treated like crap, gets you abused, gets you taken advantage of, and so on and so forth. And it's just, it's a mutual thing. You have to be willing to forgive yourself, but you also have to be willing to forgive others in order for things to work in a positive way for yourself and for others around you. So identify the hurt, feel your emotions, cry if you have to. If you're worried about, crying being a weak thing or whatever, or soft, if you will, what's the harm in crying by yourself? Especially if you're not going to let anybody know that you were. As long as you're giving yourself the chance to feel your emotions and let them out. Because it's not healthy to let them build up inside either, because eventually it will catch on to you. To the point where you do feel really angry, to the point where you do feel vengeful, to the point where you feel hate for everybody and you don't want to be around anybody anymore. All that. So learn to feel your emotions. Cry if you have to. Use a punching bag if you have to. Let it out. Just there's so many ways you can take your anger out and your hurt out without hurting people. Get a punching bag. Take your anger out by chopping down wood or, anything. Have anything old or something that you don't need anymore and just feel like throwing it on the ground to let it break. Stuff like that, just take it out on stuff, not people, stuff. Okay? Let go of expectations. Learn to commit to yourself. They say you have to love yourself before you can love others. Well, that might be true. But you also, it helps to have people there that support you, even through your bad times. Because eventually we all decide that we need somebody to lean on, just to comfort us, to hold us when we're down, when we're low. Find new goals. Accept the pain. Release the power, again, by letting your emotions out. Cry if you have to. Use a punching bag, so on and so forth. Choose to forgive the person who offended you and release the control or power that they have had over your life. And also, like you want understanding from people, try to understand the other person. Try to put yourself in other people's shoes as well. And then you tell me how you think you would feel in certain situations if it was to happen to you. If you were trying to reach out to somebody because you had to let go of some stuff off of your chest to get yourself to feel better, and they continue to ignore you or continue to call the cops on you because they think you're being harassing, would you want that done to you when you're ready to finally talk? Would you want, people to use you for sex? Would you want somebody to hit you? Would you want somebody to burn you with a cigarette? Would you want somebody to call you names? Do you like it when people call you ugly? Or do you like it when people try to tell you to be happy when you realize they're not even happy with themselves? No? Then start treating people the way you want to be treated. Start practicing what you preach. Forgive yourself, forgive others. If you want people to forgive you, you're going to have to start learning forgiveness yourself. If you want people to believe you, then stop lying. Stop being hypocrites. If you want people to understand you, then try to understand other people as well. If you want people to stop being so selfish, then stop being selfish yourself. You know, again, treat others the way you want to be treated, okay? That's all it really takes, guys. It really is, and it's not that hard. So anyway, that is all I have on forgiveness for today. So over the weekend, think about narcissistic abuse. What else do I have written down here? Sociopaths and psychopaths, for that instance. We're going to be discussing all of those next week. So yeah, we're going to be discussing that next week. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys are getting ready for the holidays. Enjoy time with your families. If you guys have those families that aren't broken, just enjoy your time. Try to be happy. Again, rest in peace. Why should we just have to rest in peace? If we really just start practicing being kind and forgiving and considerate, we could live in peace too. I mean, think about it. What has turned you into an angry person? What has made you sad? It's usually something negative that's happened to you or around you, right? Abuse, neglect, words that have hurt you. Start spreading the love, guys. Start spreading the love. All right. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day.